Here's how to become a consistent shooter. The knowledge comes from my personal success, but I will also tell you the things that I wish somebody told me when I was younger, so you don't make the same mistakes I did. Step 1, you have to train every day. In my sophomore year of high school, I was disappointed in myself. I only scored 13 varsity points on the season, and I only made 1 3-point. And that 3-pointer happened to be a buzzer beater, which is pretty cool. But I'll never forget this. After my sophomore season, I made a deal with myself that I will put my all into basketball for the rest of my high school career. And that's what I did. Junior year, I scored 410 points, made first team all conference, was named my team's MVP, and I was 1-3 away from breaking my school's single season 3-point shooting record. All the while only being 5'8" or 5'9" on a good day. Then, unfortunately, I broke my shooting shoulder in my senior year, and it's never been the same. But no reason to have a pity party because I came back in the middle of the season and had some solid production. Anyway, after my sophomore season ended, I shot every single day. And I did have days when I just didn't want to. You know, I had days when I would procrastinate, and then I would finally end up finishing my workout around 1 o'clock in the morning on a school night. But I'm so grateful I kept my promise to myself. Every rep felt like I was depositing money into a bank account. And junior year, man, I cashed out. I gained so much confidence in my shot that those negative thoughts in my head just began to go quiet. I outworked my own self-doubt. To give you some perspective, I made sure to swish 300 to 400 shots every single day. You can do it too. But most people won't. Everyone is willing to win, but there are only a select few people who are willing to prepare to win. Alright, so this next one is a bit unorthodox. Just let me explain. Step 2, convince yourself you are a machine. A couple years ago, I decided to shoot 100 free throws a day and to track my percentages, you know. Doing 100 free throws a day is amazing for the mental side of shooting. And I recommend it to every single one of you watching because it forces you to repeat the same shot motion 100 times in a row. And for me personally, I have developed this machine mindset that has stuck with me ever since. If I don't get my shot blocked, the ball is going in. It's simple logic. I found the shot motion that leads to a make. So that means if I repeat that same motion, the ball is gonna go in. It's like a vending machine. If you put in the dollar bill and you click the same number every time, you're gonna get the same snack. That's how your shot should feel. Boring and predictable, but automatic. Notice how there's a common theme with the jump shot form. Everything is directed at the basket, right? We square our shoulders, we have our feet squared, and our follow through is all directed at the basket, right? But just understand this. At the end of the day, the goal isn't to have a perfect textbook form. The goal is just comfortability and repeatability. Whatever works for you, please just keep doing it. See, a machine doesn't look pretty when it works. It just gets the job done over and over and over again. If you want my most effective workouts, click the top link in the description. And you don't have to just get the shooting workout. You can get finishing, passing, and ball handling too, all in the same bundle. And if you want to track your progress in your basketball journey, because what is measured improves, get yourself the 365-day basketball training journal. Also, if you get the workouts with the journal, you get 50% off with that same order. Click the top link in the description to get access. Step 3, stop worrying about percentages. Here's a hard-hitting piece of advice that I wish somebody told me when I was younger. Percentages ain't points. Shooting 4 for 8 is a better percentage than 2 for 5. So volume shooting actually works in your favor because you have a bit more wiggle room when it comes to the ratio of makes and misses. If you shoot 20 shots, missing 7 of those will still keep you at a 65% efficiency from the field. So actually, by worrying about efficiency, mathematically, you do worse. Basketball is a simple game. To win a basketball game, you must score more points than the other team. Plain and simple. Do not overcomplicate it. Just go out there and play your game, man. Step 4, stop thinking and stop doubting yourself. Imagine a radio near you is blasting static so loud you can't even think. The only way to stop it is to get up, walk over, and turn it off. That's exactly what basketball is. Self-doubt is blasting in your head, and the only way to change the station is to get up, hit the court, and put in the work. I am not a sunshine and rainbows, happy-go-lucky guy when it comes to basketball. Either you trust yourself because you worked hard enough to deserve your own trust, or you don't trust yourself. Put in the work required to develop confidence in your own abilities. Then worry about all the extra mental stuff. Step 5. Study the greatest shooters of all time. Just by watching the greatest to ever shoot a basketball, I believe you can understand shooting on a deeper level. I studied the greatest shooters of all time, and I obsessed over shooting. By the way, the most viewed video on this channel was a video of me studying the greatest shooters of all time, and I'm thinking of making a part 2 at some point. Anyway, I knew I wasn't going to dominate with blazing speed, or my strength, or my height, or actually the lack thereof, my height. But I knew I was going to dominate somehow, so I became the best shooter I could be. If you want an extra edge, study the greatest shooters. Seriously. Be obsessed. Look at all the minute details that most people would overlook and incorporate them into your own game. Step 6. Improve your balance. The greatest shooters are able to set themselves and stay balanced in the toughest situation. JJ Redick is somebody that comes to mind for me. Just take a look at how he shoots off the catch while leaning or fading away. His inertia may be pulling him in one direction, but his balance aligns him to the rim anyway. It's honestly poetry in motion. Do yourself a favor and watch JJ Redick and Duncan Robinson shooting off the catch. Step 7. Set goals in practice. In your practices, stop just saying, okay, I'm gonna make 10 shots at this spot and then 8 over there. No. Start incorporating goals and challenges into your practices. For example, I can't move on to the next spot until I make 5 in a row at this spot. It's like a video game checkpoint. You can't progress until you've mastered the current level. Every rep matters, and you stay locked in. Alright, you guys already know what time it is. Step 8 is have faith, man. While having faith won't necessarily make you a more consistent shooter, it certainly helped me in my basketball career and in just life in general. So, the greatest way to heal your mind and your soul is to trust in Jesus Christ. Amen. So Matthew 11:28-30. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy, and my burden is light. Amen. Now click this video to learn how to actually make the varsity basketball team this season. But as always, keep God first. Stay blessed, bro. Love y'all, boys.